I'm going to do another little video explaining why so many people are committing suicide and what they did to me to try to get me to commit suicide. And this is what I believe they are doing to everybody, just not me. There's a method to their madness. And this is what it is. When I found out that all my family were Luciferians, and pretty much everybody I'd ever known were Luciferians. This neighborhood you see me driving through now, all these people in these nice homes, they all worship Lucifer. They are all varying degrees of secret societies, mostly Freemasons, and that is what they do. They practice Kabbalah magic. All their jobs are arranged, their finances, they need money, they get it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so when I found out I really didn't have any friends or family, and it was just me and the dog, I nearly killed myself because all this truth that I was dealing with was so horrible, I didn't want to live. I mean, seriously, to discover that everybody you know is worshiping Satan, Lucifer, pretty heady stuff. But what held me back from killing myself was I suspected that if I killed myself, I too might go to hell because committing suicide was a sin. So it's been, 5.5 years later now. I deal with it. I'm never going to commit suicide. That's not happening ever. But people who are very more invested, let's say they have children, like the people I've tried to wake up to the New World Order, all this stuff, they don't want to hear it because the fantasy that their parents and all the other generations were able to enjoy about, having grandkids and living in old age, they don't want to let go of that. And I understand that. And quite honestly, I don't blame them. I mean, if I had children, it would be a totally different story. And a lot of people, I believe, women are telling their husbands, as well as husbands are telling their wives, they're saying, look, I don't love you. I've never loved you. I was assigned to marry you. This is my shtick. I'm into Luciferian worship. You're not. And I'm taking the kids. They're on my side. And go figure it out and do what you want to do. I think that is what is happening to people. And it is so crushingly horrible for them to deal with that they're committing suicide. And I know of 29 people that have either disappeared, that they've died. Actually, almost 29 of them have died. I didn't mean disappeared, I meant died. Several of them under mysterious circumstances. And I think that's what happened to them. That they said, the information was too much to process. And it is quite a bit to process. And if you don't have a loving family, if you're all on your own, it's, it's even more devastating. In the 5.5 years since I became a born-again Christian, I still have not met one genuine Christian. Not a single one. So this is why people are killing themselves. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, I was in the park one day. This was about the time I became a born again, and I was still freaking out, trying to decide which way I wanted to die. And a total stranger came up to me in the dog park where I was with my dog, strutted up to me and said, so, what's it feel like knowing your life has been your life has been a Truman Show? That's what she said to me. And I really had never seen the movie. Well, I'd seen like the last, 20, 25 minutes of it. But I didn't know the whole thing. I just knew that he was in some kind of show and didn't know his life was a TV show. But my response to her flipped her out. I said to her, well, now that I know who's been controlling me all these years, I'm starting to feel pretty good about myself. Well, that's not the answer she anticipated. She expected me to crawl up into a little ball and die or just sob my eyes out. And that freaked her out so much that she ran off, not me. And I think that's happening to people as well. I think they're saying to them, so, well, how do you like your life's been a lie? Because my whole life was a lie. When I discovered all this, I used to have beautiful albums, photo albums, of all my travels and my so-called friends and all that. And I saved maybe 2, but all the others, and there were like 14 of them, I threw them in the garbage. Because it was like, why would I want to reminisce about the fact my life had been a lie? So this is why people are killing themselves, is that their family and friends are confronting them that they are not who the person thinks they are. And that's what happened to me. I found out nobody was who I thought they'd been. They'd all been acting, pretending to be my friend when they secretly hated me. And so this is why people are committing suicide. And I know that you watch on the evening news and it's like, oh, well, we've really got to stop this, and here's an 800 number. Don't buy it. That's another big part of their act. They don't care. They want you dead. And like I said in my other video, even if you're a Jew, if you're of the Semitic bloodline, and the fact that you don't worship Lucifer, Satan Lucifer as I call him, they want you dead. It doesn't matter your bloodline. That's crap. These people are so ridiculous. I can't even wrap my brain around it. But this is why people are killing themselves, because they are learning that their closest friends and associates, family, whoever in their life isn't who they thought they were. And yes, their numbers are this great. Absolutely. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.